transfer pump shutoff confirmed. Objectives complete. But the enemy has tightened security. Get out of there ASAP. Roger.
Arriving shortly at over. This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Escape route? Well, I guess you could just bust through the gate.
Cover fire! In hot! Watch out, boss! This is Pequot. No targets remaining. Ending attack run and we'll stand by at LZ.
Black carrot. Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Boss, we took another look into Sainer, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sainer's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Saner's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Hey! Snake! I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Boss. I've updated the mission list. We've received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all, but if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid. Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him. That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he'd receive special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too.
Ja, meneer. Beweeg.
business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning. If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. What are you doing? If the interpreter doesn't show up, they won't be able to interrogate anyone. Then they'll just kill the target.
Boss. Well, we'll just have to interrogate him to find out where the target is.
Thanks. You saved me.
That prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some information. Seems the prisoners aren't held together. Boss, we got the interrogation location out of the interpreter. He also said it will begin at night. They'll be starting any time now. Hurry! Interrogate him. Find out what he knows.
So, our rescue target was behind some kind of plot.
Boss, I did some digging. It seems the target himself gave us this mission through a representative. Obviously, he couldn't contact us directly due to his predicament. This is a list of prisoner detainment locations.
Hey, you! What's going on?
That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to interrogate the target at night.
Alle eenhede, wees paraat. Uit!
Boss, with that panic going on, they can decide to kill the target. Hurry. If you run into trouble, give us a call. We may be able to offer some advice.
Champion Zulu 2. Visuele contact verloren. Keer terug naar laatste bekende positie. Oor. Dit is CT, begrijp. Onderzoek die area. Maar blijf op jullie hoede. Uit.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. That looks like the target. Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone. By chopper or by land. It's your choice.
Champion Zulu 2. Die vijand is weggekomen. Ons gaan hem nou zoeken. Oor. Dit is CT, begrijp. Zoek in elke hoek. Hulle moet iewers wees. Uit. AK. Die vijand is maar contact verloren naar kruis. Vijand kan nog iemand daarmee wegnemen. Hij is hier vast aan mij. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. On station at LZ! Gaining altitude. Departing.
Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the Viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why? Boss, one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list.
She, refuses to wear clothes. The last staff member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes. Other than that, she's completely cooperative. She understands English, but she never speaks, sweats, or breathes.
What?
Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin. Clothing would suffocate her. Showers are okay, but she can't be submerged.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking through her skin.
She's okay?
She's okay. She just can't move when she's taking in water. Look. See that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
Never. It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. That's the verdict from the medical staff?
No, jury's still out. It's the only explanation for what we've seen. The GRU had a man with that ability in its Cobra unit. Now, we don't think she's contagious, but some of the staff can't stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems to like you. Of course, only if you think she'll be useful. Next time you go out, you keep her in mind.
Roger.
Weather surveillance indicates turbulence out there. Try not to get knocked out of the sky.
Got it.
Quiet? Where does she think she's going?
You want to head out with the boss?
That'll be the day.
I don't see a problem with it, so long as she's with you. She's a crack shot, damn fine scout. Well suited for a clandestine op. Which is more than I can say for the others.
There's nothing damn fine about this... thing.
Here.
Hey,
Blades.
wait a minute! That thing costs a lot of money! see each individual blade. And her depth perception.
You want in?
This is ridiculous. She doesn't talk. How could you possibly stay in communication?
Right. I like working solo anyway.
Scout sniper, there are two tasks you can give Quiet. The first is to infiltrate an outpost ahead of you and scout out the enemy's positions. The second is to send her to a sniping position and have her cover your infiltration. The kind of sniper support she'll provide will depend on the weapon you give her. Of course, this is all assuming she's willing to follow orders. Boss, this contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditati Abandoned Village has been supplied with walker gears. Your job is to eliminate them all. Destroy them, extract them, whatever you see fit. This just might get us closer to the walker gear supplier, Cypher. Good luck, boss. Targets have been deployed to that outpost. Find and eliminate all of them. That's a target. Eliminate it any way you'd like.
Chef hier, dis Delta 1. Ons het wapenvuur gevat, maar daar was geen skoot in nie. Die vyand mag mooi de knaldempers gebruiken. Oor. De CP, begrijp. Alleen hier gewaarschuwd. Die vijand kruipt weg, immers. Vind hulle, uit.
Stay okay. Wat gaan aan?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
CP, dat is Delta 6. Onderzoek voltooid. Geen checken van die vijand. Oor. De CP, begrijp.
Target destroyed. Excellent work. Keep it up. Nice work.
Ontploffing in het gebied. Kan niet zien waar niet. Oor. De CP, begrijp. Alleen hier. Die is paraat. Uit.
Roger. Objectives complete. Infiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Weermacht aan in. Ready veiligheid. Uit.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by. Cover fire. In hot. Pequod is in hot. Find cover. Gaining altitude.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Boss, we were right. Once you'd eliminated those walker gears, a resupply call was made from Ditati to CFA headquarters. The CFA then contacted none other than Saner. That's right, the shell company that owned Mvinda Oilfield. So Saner was just a front for Cypher. The resupply won't be happening just yet. But we did learn that the walker gears are transported out of Nova Braga Airport. Apparently, there's a distribution network on the Savannah that links all the PF outposts. I'll have the intel team investigate this network. If Cypher is supplying PFs with walker gears, the PFs have to be offering them something in return. We follow the money trail. We might just find ourselves on Cypher's doorstep. Boss, the intel team has come back with its report following its investigation into PF logistics. Cypher has to be involved with this distribution network somehow. One thing in particular caught my eye. A convoy that regularly crosses the Savannah. On paper, it's just mined resources going to the government, but the security's much too heavy. At the very least, it's worth checking out. Take a look at the mission. Objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be there in time now. Start by heading to that guard post. Then follow the escort unit. It should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid. escort unit. The escort unit isn't there. We must be too late. Is there anything there that might lead us You gonna extract him?
Backpedal. Stay okay. Backpedal. Wat gaan aan?
He's coming too. Roger that. You found an intel file. Perfect, boss. It's the escort plan for the transport truck. I'm putting the escort unit's predicted route on your iDroid. Get after them. They should rendezvous with the target soon. There they are. The escort unit's armored vehicles. Follow them. They should be headed for the target. You can also move on ahead and try to beat them to the truck.
transport. Onze securiteits-escort ontmoet. Op pad naar die bestemming.
That truck is the target. Extract it out of the mission area. You can also drive it out of the hot zone yourself. Is headed to Cypher. extract the target. Good. You're in the target truck. Drive it out of the hot zone. Boss, we searched the truck you recovered. There were two primary types of cargo. First, drums of malachite, a copper ore. That took up most of the truck bed. But malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container. The contents, yellow cake. That's right, the raw material for a nuclear weapon. That might point to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear Emmerich told us about. But who can say? Thing is, there isn't a lot of it. Not enough to make a nuclear warhead. Give us some time. We'll look into it. Try to figure out why they had this under such close guard.